Right, guys, and hello, and welcome back to the Gibraltar Esports Formula One 2025 World Championship. We're just getting started now. We're currently in the lobby screen waiting for those drivers to join. But yeah, we will be having a very interesting race today. I mentioned it yesterday, well, pardon me, not yesterday, on last week's stream. It was that potentially there'd be rain in Mexico. And looking at the forecast, it looks like there will be rain. But I also have another little thing to say, and it is that Sherry, the current league runner-up for the next win and the two-time champion, or one-time champion, either or, he is a champion very much so. He is currently 2 points away from winning this championship already. He's going to do something spectacular, and I can guarantee you that. But it is Mexico. We're still in the continent of America, and I'm excited. We've already got some interaction in the chat. And shout out to Muscat and Wilson. You know what? Maybe there is a win up their sleeves, and I have a hope. We know Wilson's a really good driver, and we also know K Muscat is also quite a competent driver. We've seen him driving, and he's quite good as well. Honestly, this batch of people that we've got in this race are quite good. So I haven't really got a worry in a sense that we're going to see some really great racing today. It is 25 laps of action-packed racing around Mexico. So you'll be seeing me shortly, but I just want to have a quick moment to talk about is last week I mentioned it again, and I'm going to be sounding like a broken record, but currently me and my mates, 30 of us, are doing a charity event. It's called Dash for the Tash on Instagram. If you can get ahead and start following us or just start supporting, watching us run, joining us run is also a pretty good thing. It's for Prostate Cancer Gibraltar. It's for a great cause. 30 of us, 30 men. Prostate cancer directly could affect either of us as we are men, and it's only for us. Sadly, it will happen to people in life, so we're just trying to raise enough money to try and help with that. So if you can donate, all of our information is in the bio of our Instagram, Dash for the Tash. Search it up and you'll see an account with a walnut and a picture, and you can look at my runs. I've currently done 5 today, and I've done 3 now, and I'm going to do another 3, and I'm going to have a few days off after that. But that is the gist of it. Watch us run, and I'll catch you in the race now. It is Mexico, like I said. 25 laps of racing in the wet. So we'll see you now very shortly. And honestly, who knows? I think it's going to be a great race. So see you on the track. And hello everyone, welcome back. I am now back talking on the microphone, and as you see here, it's like I promised, it is raining in Mexico. We have brand new temperature, brand new just track telemetry that we've not seen before. We're currently in the position at first with Charles in P3, currently in his lovely green car running around Mexico. He'll be the first one to be doing a qualifying lap. Now, with the wet conditions, this really does bring a challenge. Now, it's not full wet, it is intermediate tires. Although, what I can guarantee is, it could potentially get wetter, and it could get to the really hard stint of these wet compound tires. Mind you this, tires like this, once they start getting dry, because potentially we'll have a dry spell. Now that I can't guarantee. It does seem like it's going to be raining the full race. Although, if there are dry spells, those tires start to degrade really quickly. They degrade a lot quicker than when the soft compound, medium, or the hard. But this race really will determine which driver is good and which is better than the other. The wet really brings a challenge out, and as we're seeing Charles come around the last corner here on the circuit, going down this massive pit straight along the first DRS zone, first of three, mind you this is the first track, I'm pretty sure, we've been on that has 3 DRS zones, 17 corners of action-packed racing. So, it is anyone's game as he comes down to the first corner here, keeping it lovely, fantastic around that first corner, into the second, into the third. You can really see the car is struggling for traction, but that is what you come to expect when it is raining, and especially in a track like Mexico, which you really wouldn't think it would rain, considering Mexico is known as quite a dry place. But it happens, you know, it does happen quite often. Around corner 4, 5, and 6 now, coming up to 6. It is looking like a promising lap, obviously. First one around the track, he will be setting a purple sector. But look how lovely, that is a lovely line to keep there. Fantastic stuff. And we are just going to stay on Charles here, as he will be the first one to go around the track. So we might as well watch the first car go around. Now, what I can imagine is that this race might have the formidable curse of the pace car. And if that's the case, who knows? Oh, and that's such a shame. Charles invalidates his lap time. So we're going to go down in a P9 here with Godzilla, who is following in lead behind him and also has lap time. Oh, gee. Wow, everyone seems to. Well, actually, you know what? Here is a fan favorite at this moment, is Wilson. That will be setting the first lap time. Currently looking very promising around the track right now, with a 103 down the second DRS and setting a purple sector 2. Fantastic already to see. Great stuff from Wilson. We're seeing some support for number 53, and we're seeing a lot of support for K-Muscat and for Wilson here. Wilson coming around now from corner 15 down to 16. Keeping it over the car, sliding ever so slightly there. Keeps it on the track though. Counting to corner 17. Wilson coming around the line as the first driver of the race weekend, and it's at 1:29.11. A fantastic lap time for him. Honestly, can't be ashamed by that, even in the slightest. I don't know who, I think that is that a green? I'm not too sure. I think that's number 11, which would be, oh, pardon me there, did not mean to do that. It is Denny, coming around the corner. He's on an out lap though. And that's a shame, isn't it? Number 7 though, of Gad, number 53, coming around corner 17 here. He's going to be hitting the apex. He's not going to be catching. Is he going to be doing actually? He might be. He dethrones Wilson with a 28.5. A fantastic show of display from that car there. In 8th place now is Sheddy coming around the corner. He's on a out lap right now. Laggy followed in suit right behind him. And I think also is Perry in P3. Perry, as I say that now, in P2 with a 29 flat. Gad currently in P1 with a 128.5. A great time already for the driver in these wet conditions. Evidently, the wet conditions might favor him a bit more. In 9th place, Godzilla now, following him into corner 16 to 17. Is he going to be doing a great lap time? I think he is. Currently, the car is moving all over the place, but it looks like it on the corner 17 here, on the pit straight. He does it. He puts a 126.4, absolutely flaunting number 53's time of 128.5. A 126.4 is currently the time to beat, which honestly, it is anyone's race still. Borrell on the back straight now as well. In P6, in P7, and P6, pardon, everyone is everywhere. Charles setting a great, is he on his lap time now? He's on his lap now, pardon me. So much is happening on track currently that I'm losing my headspace talking alone. Denny coming around the last corner now, around the checkered flag, a 127.8, setting the second fastest pace around the track. An absolutely remarkable speed there. Sheddy, though, a shadow of just absolute destruction here. Coming around corner 16 to 17. He might be able to, and honestly, it already seems like, oh, the car got a little bit wiggly there. I don't think it's going to be a great lap time, but by no means is it going to be bad. He sets himself into P2 with a 126.6, still behind Godzilla. Laggy also setting a 128.3, and closely followed behind, I think, is Gad, or someone, I'm pretty sure. No, Gad goes into the pits. I don't know who that was, but remarkable stuff already to see from some of these drivers. In P8, it's Borrell coming around corner 17 now. Oh, but an invalidated lap time. Just not right there is what you want to be. We haven't seen anything from Derek at this moment. Actually, as I say that, Derek in the red arrow here, just going down into corner 14 to 15. Remarkable stuff here from Derek. I think this is going to be quite a good lap. Into corner 17. He's not got a lot of battery life. I don't know, actually. Coming out this corner, he's going a bit late. He's not going to be beating Sheddy's time, but he might be able to get on board. He does with a P4. Great stuff to see. P4 for Derek, a 127.9. So far, it does seem like the weather has done a great impact on some of these drivers. Great stuff to see, honestly. I am absolutely loving this here. In P10, it's Charles going down the main straight now, setting a 136 flat. Not his greatest lap time by any means. K-Muscat still hunkering down in the pits. Not sure what he's doing there. But nonetheless, doesn't matter. He's got a plan. We don't. Sheddy is not going for a fast lap. You can tell his fuel consumption is absolutely out of the window. He's got no fuel to continue a lap. But nonetheless, he's moving. He's definitely moving on. Gets into the pit lane there. Just perfect into the pit barrier there. Lovely to see. Great stuff. Laggy in P5 as he goes across the checkered flag, a 133. Obviously his out lap, but now he's on his hot lap. Laggy going down the pit straight in the brand. I think he's had new livery. I might be a broken record saying this, but nonetheless, maybe it is. I want you guys in the comments here in the chat. Give us some of your support. Give us who you think's going to win. I already know we have number 53 having a lot of support. And then we have Wilson and K-Muscat having a lot of support as well. Fans of K-Muscat and of... Pardon me, K-Muscat and of Wilson. Pardon me, Wilson there. Sheddy setting in a fast sector 1, absolutely blazing the trail there. Borrell with a 33. Okay, here we are. We're seeing a lot of movement here. Wilson in P8 with a 129.11. Great stuff as well. We only have 2 drivers out of the qualifying that have not done a quali lap, which is Charles in P10 and K-Muscat in P11. K-Muscat is currently just... He doesn't like rain, evidently. He doesn't want to get his car wet. He just washed it. He might have. You never know. But you know what? In light of it, it is a great race so far. I'm having a great fun. I'm having a great fun here. If does seem not to win, you know what? Maybe he does. You never know. Put your driver's name. Who do you want to win? Put their car number. Put whatever you want. Your favorite driver of today. Let's see who wins this race. I'm excited. You know, most people should be. As we're seeing Laggy come around the last set of corners here, and the 125, pushing himself up into P4 with a 127.2. Sheddy is surely somewhere closely, but Sheddy's not anywhere near behind. Pardon me. Sheddy's in the pits. I thought he was going to go for an out lap, for a fastest lap there. He's not. Oh, but geez, my lord, I forgot it. I didn't even notice it. Charles setting in a third fastest lap of a 127 flat on the board. Great stuff to see from Charles there. He struggled a little bit just to get his tyres in there on the track when it's the wet conditions. Although he's managed to do it, and he's done a great job. Now, some drivers might favour the rain. Currently, the top 3, obviously Godzilla and Sheddy are 2 people that we've seen there, and Charles as well. The top 3, it's looking good in my opinion. We haven't seen, not Sheddy in P1. This is actually quite an unorthodox thing. You never normally see this. Sheddy's normally in P1. Just absolutely owning the track here. We're going to be on with Perry, though, in P6. So let's see what he can do here. Can he dethrone Godzilla? Because honestly, it is anyone's race still. But honestly, I want to talk to you guys in the chat. How are you guys enjoying these streams, and would you like to see more of us? Obviously, we will be here next season for another set of races. Roughly 6, just like how we have here. This is the penultimate race, though. This is the race to win if you are Sheddy. Sheddy needs to win this race. If he does not finish this race, it's still in contention. I think either Godzilla or Perry can win it. Perry being the only other race winner in the calendar. It will be coming down, maybe down to the wire, and potentially all down in Abu Dhabi. I've seen Perry coming in the last corner with a 126.7, pushing himself up into P4, pushing down Charles into P5. Derek, though, absolutely didn't see him. Sorry for that. Let's give some love to our boy Derek here. Derek in P3, saying a 126.7. Great stuff there, man. Great stuff, honestly. K Muscat, though, still, he might be camera shy. He doesn't want to be out on the track currently. Or maybe, who knows, it is Lewis Hamilton behind the wheel, and he's staying in the back just to absolutely cause a ruckus, seeing Derek go into the pits now. Great stuff all around. GAD53, number 53, a fan favorite for some, is currently going around the track. I don't know what the plan is. I don't think he is on a hot lap. Potentially not, due to the fuel. I don't know if he is, but it doesn't seem like he's slowing down in the slightest. Mine is GAD53. Actually, this brings a little great side note here. Let me just pull up. Pardon me, I didn't have it prepared because honestly, I didn't really think I was going to mention it. But you know what? We have time, so let's just get to doing it. Let me just pardon me. Let me just get the page I want to get out here. There it is. Number 53 has an Instagram page for his Formula One car and his league, which is fantastic to see. And honestly, if people want to do that, that is absolutely lovely, and I adore to see that. As we're seeing him around the last set of corners now into the pits, great livery on that car. But his team name is Scuderia Centauri. Fantastic. Might you this? I might have butchered that pronunciation. But here we are. And here we are. We're seeing some familiar faces. Daisy saying hello to her lovely boyfriend, Derek, in P3. Hello, Daisy. It's lovely to have you again. And hopefully, you know what? Maybe Aunt Janine comes along as well. We absolutely love seeing Derek's family. They bring the absolute best out of these streams. So hopefully we can see that. But welcome back to the stream, guys. We've got a lot of you here. And honestly, I'm excited for today's race. And honestly, I hope you guys are too. Are we going to see a Derek win in Mexico? We're going to go down to P9 with Wilson, though. I think as he... wait, pardon me. No, we're going to go stick with Perry as he's going to be coming around the lines. Is he? I don't know where anyone is anymore. Shelly's in P2, pardon me. Shelly's going to be coming across the line, but he's invalidated his lap. Would that have been enough? It wouldn't have been neither, though. It doesn't seem like he can get the pace down. Who's coming up and head now? We're going to be seeing some shift change. We don't at all. Perry coming around the corner soon. We're seeing it. Wilson in P9, stays in P9, maintains it there. We have Crickman here saying Derek is the GOAT. Honestly, I'd be quite inclined to agree at times. He's a great driver, fantastic driving. Oh, there's been a bit of contact there with, I don't know who that was. That was definitely, it was Perry, and I'm not sure who that car is of. That might have been Denny in P5, which I think it might have been. No, it can't have been. Either way, nonetheless, we move on, as we say. But Shetty going around for another great lap here. But let me go back. I digress. Sorry. Centuri F1. It's the team for number 53. Great stuff. Last week, P4 in Austin, Texas. Potentially P1 in Mexico. Give that account a follow. I'll show you the name. It is... Oh, I lost it instantly. Scuderia _Centuri _F1. You might as well follow him because he's going to be posting some great stuff. And who knows, maybe he's going to be posting training footage when we're off league and off season. But nonetheless, we're seeing Shetty coming on the last sets of corners here. We've got some great interaction in chat. We've got people laughing. Love to see that. Keep putting some funny stuff in the chat. I'll definitely read it, you know. We've got some time to kill. As Shetty absolutely claims his top spot. He heard me saying he hadn't got it, and he definitely came back to claim the crown. In P1, it's Shetty. It's golden in Mexico. 25:11. Great stuff. A remarkable lap. And a second nearly and a half quicker than Godzilla in P2. Incredible. In P3 now, we're seeing Derek here come around corner 5 to 6, leading the corner 7 and 8. It is Derek. It is red. Like I said, you never know which way it could swing. Currently, in Mexico, it is still anyone's race. Pardon me. Sorry, Derek, but we can't disallow this. But it is K Muscat going around for his first lap. He did get invalidated, though, but K Muscat's on the board. Eagle in the chat. It is K Muscat. It is your driver. So you know what? Get to support him. Come on. Laggy setting in a 126.7, pushing down Derek into P4. Derek, though, is he going to respond? I think he might. He's already going quite quick. He might be beating Laggy's time that he's already set ahead of him. Is he going to be Shelly's time? As he doesn't, sadly. So close, though. Derek in P2, a 25.6, bringing the heat and bringing the absolute fire into the kitchen is Derek, bringing the challenge to Shelly in P1. A 25.6 match to a 25.1 with 2 minutes left in this qualifying session. It is still anyone's race. People can set other lap times, and I know people will definitely be trying to. Borrell in P10, going around corner 16 now with a 127.8. Still anyone's race to go. It could go White. It could go Borrell's year. It could go Borrell's race. It could go Borrell's entire career here. We're seeing it a 20. He doesn't get it done though. A 30. Just couldn't get it down with the wet weather. Like I said, you never know. With wet weather, it is quite unpredictable. It is an unpredictable set of laps here due to the fact that the rain is so heavy. Some drivers might need to switch even to the medium compound. Pardon me, what am I on about the medium compound? I'm losing my head. Moving to the wet compound tyre. Full wets, might I add, which very rarely gets used in Formula 1. Charles here is about to get into his hot lap now. You can see he's conserving battery and he's just letting cars pass. Great stuff there. Fantastic play there from Charles. Fantastic to see. I love seeing some great support. And seeing Denny going around the lap. He's on his out lap too now. He's on his hot lap, pardon me, with a 26.8. Great lap times by everyone. K Muscat with numbers on the board. It is a 139 for K Muscat. He's still got it in his cards. I guarantee you he can do something amazing here. I don't know what's happening, although, nonetheless, we're going to be going on board here. Who is that in the back? Once there's just so many colors, I cannot keep track. I think that's number 53 in 8th place. Yeah, it is chasing the rear end of, I don't even know whose car that is. It's hard to tell from behind. Is that, I think that might be our boy Derek there in P2. It is Derek. That is lovely to see. A little battle in qualifying. Not really a smart decision to do, but you know what? Each to their own, I say, innit? Borrell coming around the laps there. Lovely time, a 27.739. A great lap time, still in P10, but a fantastic lap time nonetheless. Wet conditions are hard to race around. Race around, but that is the end of qualifying. That is it for qualifying currently. In P2, we're going to be with Derek as he gets given the passage there. Godzilla! Oh my god! Godzilla with an absolute trailblazer of a lap to set himself into P1 with a 24.7. My god, where did he find the space on the track for that? I'm pretty sure we're on the same track, aren't we not? Or is someone like Godzilla on the go-kart circuit? Because that is a remarkable time. Ali Brown Charles setting in another great lap time for P4 for a 25.8, putting him up to P4 from P7. Great stuff. Derek coming around the last set of corners. Is Derek going to be able to beat the time of a 124.7? I don't know if he will, but will he beat Shelly? He doesn't, but he sets a 125.6, which is great enough to see. Fantastic display of speed there. Gad 53 spun it, it does seem. What a shame. Or, yeah, he has to have spun it there. Ah, what a shame to see. Borrell, though, is going to be our last driver to complete, but he's already invalidated his lap time. What a great qualifying session, and honestly, fantastic racing from all. I'm absolutely ecstatic here. Wow, what a 124.7. Where has that come from? That just come out of nowhere. What is happening? Oh, I told you, you know what? The wet weather would definitely bring a bit of spice into the life of other drivers, and it definitely brought the spice into Godzilla's life. My God, a 24.7. Remarkable stuff. Guys, give in your opinions in the comments. What do you think of that? But as I say that, here's your top 11 here. Godzilla in P1, Shetty in P2, Derek in P3, Charles in P4, Laggy in P5, Perry in P6, Denny in P7, Gad 53 in 8th, Wilson in P9, Borrell in 10th, and to finish off the 11 drivers is K Muscat in 11th place. Great stuff, great racing, and now I'm just going to let you guys look at this time for a little bit longer, but that is it for the qualifying, and I'll catch you on the grid now. I'm just going to have a little bit of a water break, and then I will be back in action watching the great race that we have. Don't go anywhere. And we're back on the track. We're watching these drivers go. It's still anyone's race, like I said here, but my God, Godzilla with that lap time was incredible to see. Number 77 of Godzilla. Great stuff, honestly. I didn't think a 24/7 was possible in that time and moment, but you know what? Evidently it was. Look at all the drivers there. 11 drivers, 11 competitive souls, and 11 potential winners. Here's the possible race strategy, you see. It is mainly inters for the drivers. It doesn't seem like it's going to go to the full wets, but then again, you never really know in this race. It could go full wet, could dry up. You never know, but it doesn't seem that so. You never know. But nonetheless, Godzilla bringing the heat to Mexico, bringing the chili and the spice in Mexico. Great stuff to see. Pardon me if you hear my telephone ringing there. Not very professional of me, but you know what? Sometimes it happens, doesn't it? But you know what? Thank you for those who watch the stream. You know who you are. I've got a lot of support doing this. I've got a great deal of support. I'm talking to you guys, and I'm talking to you know who on the end of this call here. Thank you for those who support me doing this. I absolutely love doing this commentary stuff. It brings a lot of happiness, and it brings a fulfillment of a childhood dream. I've always loved watching Formula One, and being able to commentate for you guys, it's a great deal, and it's a great lot of responsibility that I hold, and I absolutely love doing this. So thank you those who watch the streams. Thank you those who are racing, and thank you for those who make this dream a reality for me. Who knows, maybe in the big times, you maybe see me on a real Formula One thing. Who knows, if that ends up happening, I think someone's going to have to shock me with a defib and make sure I'm alive. But enough of me, more so of the track. Here it goes in Mexico. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 5. Come on, let me see it. And it's lights and away we go in Mexico. Come on, everybody. We're going to be going on board here. Shetty creates a great start out of the first few sets of 4 corners here. We're going to be seeing it into corner 1. Great long straight. All drivers. It's 5 wide in the back. You can see Shetty just ahead. The spray causing a bit of an issue for some of the drivers. It does look like there was a bit of an incident, but I don't know what happened there. Godzilla losing form. Shetty in P1. Charles in P2, closely following right behind. Wilson here. You know what? We got support for Wilson. Wilson in P9 maintaining. K Muscat Borrell trading places. K Muscat with a great overtake already, it seems. And a great set of laps getting in ahead of us. In fantastic show display here. Number 53 in 5th place. Pardon me, I already switched him. There we go. Number 53 in 5th place. Going down the inside of Laggy. Does he get the move done? He tries it. He's going a bit rough on it, but he does it. Number 53 gets the move done, but he's side by side still. It's going to be Laggy's corner here going to the left. Shetty is in P1 still being hunted down. Oh, a bit of corner cutting there. But you know what? Avoiding a crash, it did seem. Or was there a crash? I don't even know what just happened there. I don't think there was a crash, thankfully, to number 53's great driving there. Thankfully, no collision was had. Derek in P3 chasing down Charles. In P10, it's K Muscat and Borrell. Gad 53 with a 10-second time penalty already for corner cutting. A great deal of corner cutting has already been done by number 53. It doesn't look like it's going good for the Centuri team. Godzilla, Borrell's already had the race. Borrell's had an incident. Godzilla must have had one as well. He's in P10. What's happened to him? What's happened there? Borrell's out of the race already. It's only been 1 lap of action, and Borrell is already out. Godzilla overtaking K Muscat. What is happening to... I don't think Godzilla's here. I think Godzilla might have disconnected. Wilson is on the move, like you say in the chat here. Eagle here is in P7. We're watching Wilson. He's on the move. He is hunting them. He's taking souls and he's claiming them. Denny, though, is right behind him in 7th place, potentially trying to claim it. Gad 53 in P4 with 10 seconds of time penalty with Perry right behind him. It's a looming figure. Oh my God! And there was an incident there. What happened on track? The drivers just couldn't move it. Is there a penalty? Is there a safety car or something? It just seems like everyone's in a bit of a haywire. A drive-through penalty for Gad 53. There was a virtual safety car. Now, that is a shame. 2 drive-through penalties. It's been a bit of chaos here in Mexico. 2 drivers, 2 drive-throughs. What is happening? I'm telling you, the rain definitely brought a challenge to these drivers. What is happening? Oh my days. Insane work. Insane work. It does seem like Borrell was taken out of the race. I think it must have been contact with another driver, and if by means, I do believe it was K-Muscat in P10. Whatever happened to Borrell, it's such a shame not to see you in this race. Very good driver. It looks like we're going to have to see him in Abu Dhabi. Honestly, great track to be around. Not many favorites, people of Mexico. I love this track. It looks like an amazing track. And thank you so much, Picotti, for the shout out to the commentator. Thank you very much. That means quite a lot. As we see number 53 going to the pits already. Insane to see. Oh, that is such a shame. Godzilla disconnected, lost connection in the warm-up lap. Oh, I don't think he'll be able to get connected back. But you know what? If that's the case where you can't, round of applause to you. You did a great qualifying and a remarkable... That was an insane set of pace there. Great stuff to see. Such a shame that you're not in this race. But you know what? Give yourself a pat on the back for setting such an insane lap time that left me completely speechless. And I'm hearing from race control now, it does seem, yeah, it would be confirmed that Borrell had an incident and got hit out the race. Whether it be intentional or not, bumper cars is not what we want to see in this race. It is a shame, but sorry to Borrell for that. Hopefully we do see you in Abu Dhabi. But that is a shame. Race control has confirmed to me that that has happened. It's not what you want to see. You don't really want to see that in this race. But nonetheless, Denny is following behind Wilson. Wilson being a fan favorite here. Wilson is under contention. 400 to the second closer now is Denny. Denny in P7, looking for P6. Going around corner 14 to 15 now. Denny is in it to win it. As I say that, Sheddy, just as I say that, a 28 flat. On a race pace, 28 flat, with a 5-second lead nearly to P2. Incredible stuff there. My Jove, that is insane. Denny, though, is closely following behind in P6, behind Laggy. What am I on about? Denny following behind Wilson. Wilson's got nowhere to go, covering off the inside, but not good enough. Denny goes down the inside of Wilson with a little bit of late braking there. You see it. Wilson gets closer. Denny gets the move done into corner 1. Denny in P6 now, pushing up ahead. We're going to be going up into P3 now. It is Derek chasing down Charles in P2. Currently, it looks like Sheddy is running away with it, though. 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds already. Insane stuff. Incredible. Incredible stuff to see. A drive-through, though, for Charles in P2. It's not what you want to see. Oh, and a bit of an overtake there from Gad53 onto the ghost of Godzilla. Sadly, Godzilla is not in this race. What a shame to see. Honestly, it is just a shame. Pardon me, I'm just talking to the stewards now, trying to get the information on the crash that caused the VSC. Lap 1. Obviously trying to bring you guys as much information as I can. Because you know what? It brings a little bit of spice towards the streams. Oh, Derek, yeah, obviously getting the move done because of the safety of the pits of the drive-through penalty for Charles in P2 now in P4. It does seem like Shay's running away with it, though. And Denny, yeah, there we go. Obviously, Charles getting overtaken by everyone due to the drive-through. Sad, what a shame to see a drive-through penalty so early on in the race. 5 laps, we've got 20 laps of racing still to go. But if there was any time to serve a drive-through, it is early doors. This race already has been quite action-packed. The rain has definitely caused a bit of spice in someone's life, I can call you that. Sadly, with already one driver out of the race, it's not what we want to see. We're going to be looking at K-Muscat here in P11, which I do believe is the car that might have collided with Borrell. Obviously, I don't know the details, nor do I have any insight on what happened, but I'd assume that's what happened due to them being the only two at the back. But we don't know if it was a racing incident or if it was just reckless driving, but till we know that, I won't be able to commentate on such matter. Nonetheless, we'll smoothly go on by that. We're going to be going now on to Laggy in P4. Not a lot of action currently. The drivers are quite spaced out, though. Pardon me, I've just got a bit of a ticklish throat today. Just a little bit of one. And my left foot's gone numb. My left foot's gone to sleep. Ah, geez, that is not a good feeling, I'll tell you that much in the commentator's box. But nonetheless, we're going to have to see what happens. The drivers are quite spaced out, as you can see. Look on your left side here. Well, actually, we're going to go into the overtake and sadly, positions lost here. Gad 53 with another 3-second time penalty, bringing himself up to 13 seconds worth of time penalties already. But Shetty making up 1 position, Derek making up 1, Perry with a remarkable 3 positions made up, Lagley with 1, Denny with 2, a great position change there. Then we have Wilson with a remarkable race, making up 3 positions. Charles sadly losing 3 due to the drive-through. Gad 53 maintaining P8 even with the drive-through. Godzilla, sadly, the driver that is not here, number P1 in qualifying, finishing in P9 currently, 8 drivers overtaking him, and K-Muscat with 1 overtake on the board. But we're going to be looking at the tyres. Everyone on the intermediate tyres, obviously it's what you come to expect. It seems like K-Muscat might have gone into the pits or something, being on 4 laps. Or maybe he's just that far behind to the pack where he is not able to. But you know what? Actually, from race control now, thank you to the stewards in their little box there. I have got information on the crash due to the crash in P1 with K-Muscat and Borrell. I'm currently watching it. Let's see. Oh, and it looks like, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to review the footage a bit later to see what we have to do. But I do believe what happened is Borrell was on the outside. He had been, evidently was trying to be overtaken by K-Muscat. K-Muscat just pushed him off the line and into the wall, making contact. I do believe that was a bit of getting your elbows out just a bit too far, a bit of dirty racing there. But nonetheless, Borrell, is such a shame to see you out of this race, but keep your head up, man. Keep that positive flow, keep that positive attitude that you always have with these races, and stay in it for Abu Dhabi. Bringing the heat to Abu Dhabi. It is a shame to see a driver take out another driver, but it just happens every once in a while. It does seem a bit getting a bit too comfortable for your boots, but then again, you never know if it could be just a racing incident. But I do believe not leaving the space and not respecting the space of another car, it is a bit of an issue to have, especially on the first lap. You really don't want to see someone getting taken out. But as I say that, let's not talk about the doom and gloom, and let's talk about the laps and the overtakes. Here it is, Charles in P7, chasing the rear end of Wilson in that pink, black, orange, red. I don't even know all the colors of the rainbow in that car. Charles in P7, making the distance. He's had a drive-through penalty, and he's had a great race as of so far. He's going to be doing it. Wilson, oh, but there's, oh, that was a bit too close there. A bit too close. A bit of an unsafe entry to track it then by Wilson. Doesn't matter, though. There wasn't any contact. Thankfully, there was no contact on that lap. Shetty with a 27.7. A great lap time, mind you this. Charles here. Mind you this, due to the rain, there will be no DRS down the main straight. It's just not safe enough for these cars to be going at that speed with DRS open. But Charles going into corner 16 and 17 right behind Wilson. It really comes down to battery consumption, and it looks like Charles has 100%, and I don't know what Wilson's on, but we're going to stay on board at Charles as he's looking around the outside of Wilson, getting into the slipstream there, getting those water droplets off his car. We're seeing Charles go down the inside of Wilson, and Wilson gets overtaken on the main straight. But it looks like they're battling, they're side to side, and there you go, Charles makes the move. Great move there from Charles into P6. He's making up the moves, and he's currently going up in positions, which is great to see, especially once you serve the drive-through. Insane to see. Great stuff. Great racing there from Charles. Thank you for bringing the action there. We're seeing Wilson P7. Is Wilson going to try and combat that? He is in striking distance, although Shetty is in 10 seconds ahead of Derek. Incredible to see. And Shetty looks like he's already going to lap K-Muscat in P10. I agree with you, Eagle. Let's go, Wilson. Keep it on the road. You know what? It's harder to. It's hard. You'd be shocked in the rain. It is quite hard to keep the car on track. My God, I'm just sorry once again. I'm currently just speaking with marshals and with the FIA, trying to figure out what we can do. Wilson given a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for corner cutting, I assume. Pardon me. We're just thinking about what happened in that corner one, because obviously, I know it might not seem like a big incident for those, but obviously being out in the first lap, it's not what you want to see. And you know what? I like to bring that little bit of depth to you guys, give you guys that backstage type of thing, back behind the scenes. Number 53 by Nin 367, a supporter of number 53. Number 53 being in P8. He's got his way to carve up the track, but you know what? He might just do it. Although, I think we're going to be staying on board at Charles here in P6, as he's already closing the barrier now to Denny. That gap is closing down to a 1 second nearly. Charles is absolutely just hammering this car around these corners. Remarkable stuff to see. I think this is corner 7 to 8 now. Amazing stuff from Charles in that green car. A lovely livery, might I add. Honestly, it's been one of my favorite liveries on these cars. I haven't spoken about it much due to all the action that we've been seeing, but definitely one of my favorite liveries on these Formula 1 cars. As we're seeing it, Charles are reeling in Denny in P5. He's going for it. He's going for the crown. I can guarantee you that. And Charles might get him. Ooh, he gets the car a little bit squiggly there. Shetty with a 127.3. It looks like Shetty is in his element when it comes to the rain. Charles bringing it now into corner 15. No, 14 to 15 now. Pardon me for the mispronunciation there. But there we are. We're seeing it. I think we're going to be seeing an overtake on the same straight where he did it before. Gad 53 making the gap to Wilson too. So let's see. Charles bringing him in, reeling him like a fish on a hook. Charles is bringing him in. Gad 53 gets the move done on Wilson too. Wilson going into the pits. I don't think he will be getting it. He's too late unless he goes for late braking like his idol, Ricardo. I don't believe so. He doesn't get the move done. But nonetheless, Charles, he's sticking to him like a dune bug. And look at him, there he goes. Down the inside goes Charles into P5, projecting that car to its absolute limits now. Charles' next driver on his hit list is Laggy, which is potentially going to be his hardest battle as of yet. Due to the 4 second gap, it is quite difficult for him to make up that time. Obviously, mind you this, a 4 second gap by no means is a short set of time. But, my God, you never know what can happen. Oh, Charles with a 3 second time penalty for corner cutting. That is a shame to see. With the performance that he's been having, I thought he was going to keep it on in the lines. But you know what? It happens. Hopefully, he doesn't get more than 3. Denny with 6 seconds now. Everyone just racking them up. Everyone wants to get penalties. Everyone wants to get the Drivers' Championship for penalties. But Shetty, you just can't compete against him. What is he doing up in first place that is making him such a formidable force on this track? We're going to go on board with Shetty here. Shetty, as he overtakes and just laps K Muscat here. K Muscat has nowhere to go. He can't even do anything. He's been overtaken and lapped by the 11th lap. Shetty currently is in a very comfortable position, and he will, projected currently, he will win this race. Derek in P2 though, mind you this, there still needs to be position changes due to the wet compounds being changed into the intermediates. Well, pardon me, the intermediates into other intermediates. With the pit stop, you never know, something can happen. Maybe, I don't want to curse it, but you never know. Maybe a driver has an incident causing there to be a safety car. But enough of causing chaos. We've already had one VSC today. Well, let's not try and have another one. Nonetheless, we're going to go on board with P5, which is Charles, with a 3 second gap. He's already shortened it by a second to Laggy. He's done a great race so far. Personally, mind you this, I would say if it came down to qualifying only, Godzilla definitely wins my vote for just having the most insane pace. But sadly, due to him having an incident with his setup at home, disconnecting from the race, he's not able to perform. It's such a shame. I was so excited as well to see that. It's also a shame to see Boccarel taking that so early, because Boccarel brings the heat just as much as anyone else. Charles bringing the heat more than anything though, with a second to Laggy. Laggy really has nowhere to go. Charles is on him. Charles is right behind him as Charles, there you go, Laggy goes into the pits. But nonetheless, I feel like even with the pits situation, he would have been caught. Charles now has to make 12 seconds to Perry in P3. Perry, though, is also closing the gap to Derek. As I say that, Derek is pulling away. But he did have it for some time, I tell you that. Laggy in P7, coming out of the pits. Is he going to have any battle? He will not be having a battle with anyone at all. Gad 53 in P6, though. Derek with a 3 second time penalty warning. That is not good, especially when you already have 10 seconds to the driver in first place. There's not really much you can do. Shetty, at this moment in time, seems like he is going to win the league. That is insane. My Jove. What can you say? It's insane sometimes. But you know what? Every driver so far has been having a great race. Obviously, it sucks to see drivers get taken out. But you know what? I want you to keep a positive mindset to this. You've had a great season. And honestly, Give yourself a pat on the back. It's a hard track, Mexico, especially in the rain. It's one of those tracks in the rain that is really unforgiving. Thankfully, though, most of the drivers have been able to keep their cars on the track, which is lovely to see, thankfully. Gad, though, closing the distance to Denny here in P5. Gad going for that P5 position now. Obviously, it's what you want to be. You want to be moving up the positions here. But when it is in the rain with such gaps, it is quite difficult to do. Derek also lapping now. Charles overtaking Perry. Obviously, Perry going into the pits there. Charles now in P3. People are going into the pits, and it looks like people are trying to undercut everyone. And it would seem Perry's going to try and do the undercut onto Shetty. If this is the way it swings, the penalties, pardon me, the pits really could be a contention factor here where it could change absolutely everything. We're seeing Gad in 3 and P4, Perry now in P5. Really didn't lose much of positions there, although first place is 12 seconds ahead of Derek. And my God, it's just the pace of this man it's ridiculous. Because mind you this, he is 12 seconds ahead of Derek. Charles is 14 seconds behind Derek. It is just monumental. You just can't picture how quick this man is in that Formula 1 car. As I say that, Shetty is going into the pits. Pardon me there for the wrong button press. But Shetty is going into the pits, and I'm assuming Derek might follow suit as he does. Derek and Shetty, it becomes a battle of the mechanics. Who pays their team better? It comes down to that. Shetty obviously coming out of the pits early. Now, it's crunch time for some of those drivers. It is crunch time now. Who's that? I don't know. Who's that? It's K Muscat. K Muscat brings the contention here to Shetty. Obviously, K Muscat being lapped by 2 drivers, it really isn't really much of a battle. But nonetheless, we're going to be going on board here with Derek now, as Derek is going to be right behind Charles in P2. Charles still not having a pit stop, if I'm not wrong. No, pardon me. He must have had a pit stop. Yeah, he had a pit stop due to the drive. No, he didn't have a pit stop. He still not had one yet. I'm not wrong. I don't believe I'm wrong. There we go. And it is honestly my star of the show. It's Janine here in the chat. Go on, support Derek. We love to see it, Janine. Lovely stuff, honest to God. I love to see it. But nonetheless, come on, guys. 14 laps. K Muscat has DNF'd out of the race. That is 2 drivers out of the race now. 2 drivers gone already. Such a shame to see, man. That is just such a shame. You never want to see that. My Lord. It's the race you just can't protect. You can't predict it. 7 seconds closer now is Charles to Shetty. Go on, Daisy. Support Derek as well. Derek needs the support. He needs the fuel within. He needs to beat Shetty to have a hope of winning this championship still. Mind you this, not the greatest conditions to win a championship, but it looks like it's swinging the way of Shetty. In P5, though, is Perry. Perry right behind Gad. Gad picking up 16 seconds worth of penalties. It looks like Gad wants to fly away. I don't know what's happening. And absolutely no worry, Janine. You're more than welcome for the mention. And every time you're here, it's like a little bit of a rainbow shows above me, and I absolutely get ecstatic. It's fantastic to see support here, and honestly, every time you guys come, Daisy and Janine, constant supporters here. We're seeing some more familiar faces, obviously. We have Nin367. We have Chris, which is normally a driver, which is Godzilla, Eagle as well. Derek can definitely do this. Come on. Give him the hype. Give him up. Come on, guys. I need some Derek support here. I need driver support. Support your driver. Support whoever you want. But currently, the chat swings in the way of Derek. Wilson as well had some support in P8 now. He's had a great race, to be honest with him. It is Perry, though, in P5. Bringing the heat to number 53 in P4. Number 53 really hasn't got anywhere to go. And I do believe that we're going to be seeing maybe a Charles pit stop in P2. Unless he hasn't done a pit stop. I don't know, really. I'm a bit confused. Because I know he had a drive-through. But he's on 14 laps. There's been 15 laps racing. Shetty's not that far ahead to the point where he'll be a lap down. I do believe Charles has done a pit early. And my God, it's just... I don't know how I can mention it more and more. It's Shetty setting in another fastest lap of a 26.6, I think it was. How does he find the pace, especially on a wet track, But like I say, finding pace. It is Perry going around here into the long pit straight here. No DRS open due to the wet weather, but it is Perry reeling in Gad. Gad putting in a great fight here, but he's getting reeled in. Is he going to go for a late overtake? Where's he going? He's not going to be able to do it. He's just too far back there. It was too much of a risk of a collision, which is a smart move by the veteran Perry, our world champion. Mind this, he is a world champion in our league for the first season we ever did of this, and obviously Sherry since then. But nonetheless, it looks like Perry's going down the inside here of number 53. Oh, but there's been contact there. There was a bit of contact. Oh, he got a lockup. It does seem like, shit, will Perry have damage to his front wing? I'm not all too sure, but there might be. He just got a little bit too hot there for his seat. But it happens, you know, drivers crack under pressure every once in a while, especially with wet weather. When you have a lockup, it really is unforgiving. But nonetheless, the show must go on. Perry absolutely on the tail of number 53. He has been for the past 2 laps or so. It looks like 53 is going to lose it though, potentially, because Perry is a formidable force and he's one to be heard. And down the back straight here into corner 14 now. No, into corner 13 now. Into corner 14 currently. Perry bringing the heat to the kitchen, like I say always. Number 15 now down to corner 16, coming into it here. It is Perry's time. Derek overtaking Charles. Charles going into the pits. I was correct. Charles didn't need to go into the pits. Derek into P2. Great spot for him to be in. Charles into P3. Now into P4 to P5 due to the position changes here. Perry, though, is he going to do the move? I don't know if he will. Perry, potentially, is going to go down the inside of GAD 53 here. Has it stopped raining? I don't believe so. No, it has not. It's still raining in Mexico. Pardon me if I do sound a bit stuffy. I had a bit of an incident with my nose earlier, and now my nose is a bit stuffy. But nonetheless, the show must go on. So Perry looks down the inside of the corner. He doesn't do it. He's a bit weary now due to the incident that he had on this exact same corner. Derek Green with a great overtake there into the pits, obviously. Oh, but Gad has an incident there. Perry capitalizes on it into the corner. Oh, but he doesn't make the move there. I thought for sure that's where the move was going to get done for. I was so sure of it. But nonetheless, Perry, with the potential heat here, I don't know how. Gad is doing a great defensive play here, but it's just right there. Look at the speed of Perry on these corners. Perry showing his time. Shetty with a 25.9. Shetty, I believe, you know what? I think I'm going to have to inspect his car personally, because something is in that motor that is making it absolutely fly in this competition. It's just no one can get close to it. It's impossible for anyone to, due to just the speed that he has. But Perry here, chasing number 53. It looks like Perry's going to do the overtake now onto this pit straight. Let's see. I think we're going to be seeing it. We're going to be on the external camera. He's reeling him in, as you can see. I think he's going to go down the inside. The defense play from Gadget 3 covering off the inside. Going on board. I don't think so, unless he has a bit of late braking here. He doesn't. Oh, a lockup there. Oh, I thought there would have been a collision. There could have been a collision, but there wasn't. Great driving from Perry and Gad 53 here. Oh, my jeez. This is an amazing race. Honestly, it's a fantastic race to see so far. And still a few laps left to go. Not many, but definitely enough for some action to happen, as there's been constant action for the past few laps due to Perry and Gad 53 here. It's just they can't. They are matching each other's pace oh so perfectly. And the defensive work from number 53 is spectacular. A lot less battery consumption there, sorry, which spits Derek. As much as I want to show other drivers, it's just, there's just so much, pardon me for the hiccup there. There's just so much action up in third place. I would agree, Sherry's car is definitely on something, because it is insane to see. You definitely hit the nail on the head. Sherry's car has absolutely got some bonkers modifications on it. But Perry here, just sliding his car like it's on an ice rink. It is Disney on Ice Formula 1 edition, like I said last season, last race. But Perry, is he going to be able to get the pace down here? I don't know. He's got 20 battery life, he's got 60. It looks currently like Perry might get the move done here due to the battery life. He gets it, he opens it. Obviously no DRS in sight, but he's not going to be able to. And Luigi there covering off Shetty. Oh my god! I thought there was going to be a collision there with so much speed. He locks up. I thought we were about to see Perry go into the back end of number 53, which is great for Charles, because Charles, due to the battling, has been able to catch up now and potentially get his take back here. Oh, but laggy Perry and Gad 53 finally, after hours of battling, with a switch back number 53. Perry tried making the move, he slipped it, and Gad 53 pushed off the track here. There it goes, the move was done. Number 53 has been overtaken now by Perry. Gad 53 is going to want to respond quicker. He knows he can do it. He held him off. He could definitely bring the attack play here, which just would be great show for us, because honestly, it's been a great one so far. In P5 though, it is Charles absolutely on the rear end of number 53 here. My god, and as Luigi says in the chat, it is the driver, and it is down to it. Shetty is a veteran in Formula 1 and in racing in general, and it just shows he knows his way around these cars like it is nothing at all. But here we're seeing Charles is bringing it to 53 down the inside of the corner 17. He gets the move done. They're side by side. Charles gets the move done, propelling himself up into P4. Great stuff to see. But Dad gets the overtake done right away with the battery life. Charles didn't even see him coming there. Into corner 1. I think we might see an overtake here. Potentially late braking. No, he doesn't. Whoa, I thought there was going to be contact there. That corner is so dangerous with this rain and with all the speed you get down the main straight. I thought there was going to be contact once again. 5 laps of racing left and 5 laps of action from these two drivers. Gad 53 getting overtaken into the back straight here. Once again, it is Gad to be overtaken. Charles gets the move done ever so lovely into that corner. P4 for Charles, and now Perry is in a great deal of danger with a driver like Charles right behind him. It does seem like Charles potentially could get the overtake down here. It is just now a matter of waiting. We're going to give some support, guys. Let's just go around the track. Let's look at the cars. It is Shetty in P1 at a 25.9. I just don't know where he gets this time, how he finds this speed, but he's just a formidable force, and I don't even know how to commentate on it, because currently you're looking at your season driver of 2025. There is our driver's champion currently. It is Shetty. Is it going to go gold for Shetty once again? Now, mind you this, I'm absolutely gobsmacked from it, because to think that this man has won a league again, potentially, because honestly, still with 4 laps left, it can still be anyone's race. So you never know. Currently, we've got people watching, and if you're not commenting, it's fine. But if you can comment, get to commenting. We love to see engagement from those, and honestly, any support is loved, and any support is absolutely appreciated here. But I think, yeah, we've had roughly 2 seasons so far. We've had our first one, which was in... No, 3 seasons it does seem. I'm pretty sure it was 3 seasons. So, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure it was 3 seasons. I could be wrong here. Sorry, I'm babbling about. Let's go to P4 here with Charles. But nonetheless, I digress. We keep moving on. My god, it's just, you can't play it sometimes. It's just insane to think what a driver we've had and what a driver we're having. This is our 3rd league. Shetty is currently a 2-time drivers champion, if I'm not wrong. 2-time drivers champion. Is he going to get his 3rd championship under his belt? Mind you, I could be completely wrong, but I believe I'm correct. Charles bringing the heat to Perry. Perry is now in a great deal of danger. Perry is under contention here to be overtaken by the formidable force, which is Charles in this green car. Fantastic, honestly, because he's had a great race so far. As we see it here, Charles gets the move done around the outside of Perry. They're wheel to wheel. Perry doesn't want to budge even a centimeter more. And Charles loses it there. But down the inside goes Charles, potentially. Is it going to be a late braking zone for Charles? He doesn't. He knows it's more of a sensible move to just wait. He knows his time will come. But that was really risky. I thought we were going to see an issue there with a bit of collision. Honestly, considering we only had 1 VSC, it's not too bad. But nonetheless, Charles getting his tyres dirty there, down the inside potentially of Perry. He doesn't get the move done. Once again, sensible driving from Charles. It's just crazy to think what a driver we've got here. Because it's just, wow. You never know. It's just insane to think that all of this has just come from the fact that the rain has caused such a big issue for these drivers. Mind you this, the rain being a big factor anyways, it is just a big thing to see. But it's just a shame whenever you see drivers getting taken out or you see driving up the rain. It's crazy. It does look like a scene out of Tokyo Drift here with these cars. I am losing my voice. I am absolutely knackered today. But it is insane to think that I'm still here chatting to you guys because it is a pleasure to do so. I've seen Charles bring the heat into corner 17. Perry loses it just a little bit, drifting that car like it is down a Kanjo. And it is just to see here is Charles going down the inside of Perry. Perry going nowhere to go. Charles bringing the heat down in the corner 1. No battery life though for Charles. I don't think he's going to be able to get the move done unless he gets it. He can't. Unless he goes for a late overtake here. Oh, but the contact. There was no contact. Great control from either driver there. Charles, oh, there's been a bit of a bump there from Perry into Charles. Pardon, I just lost my voice there. Pardon there. But Charles, being a gentleman there, he knows he keeps it nice and steady with each other. They're wheel to wheel. Is Perry going to get the move done? They're too wide into this corner. He doesn't get the move down. They give each other the respected space, which is great to see. These two drivers are able to battle each other. They know each other like they've been together for years racing. My God. What a race. What an absolute insane race it's been. It is such a shame, though. We've been seeing no upward battle. It's really been a stalemate between P1, P2, P3. Sheddy has just put an absolute shift in. It's just insane to think. Sheddy is 20 seconds ahead of Derek, i.e. meaning he's 35 seconds ahead of P3. You just can't with this man. You can't with this man in the slightest caliber. He's an insane driver. It's just, he's about to overtake someone else. Perry got nowhere to go there. It's just, look at this last set of corners here. We're seeing Charles in P3, Perry in P4. Although Perry hasn't got a penalty, and Charles has 3 seconds worth with 2 laps to go. It is the penultimate lap now, guys. So hold on to your seats. Don't go anywhere. A lot can change in 1 lap. But you know what? I think due to it being 1 lap, let's look around the drivers here. It is Sheddy in P1. As you've seen that beautiful gold car with great control. Derek in P2 in that absolutely amazing red arrow you can see there. Number 24 for Derek. In P3 is Charles, that we've seen all race so far. Perry in P4 in that lovely car. Wilson pick up a 3-second time penalty. Laggy in another gold car in P5, having an amazing race himself, keeping it there. A great job there. P6 there for Denny. Great driver as well, keeping it quite clean and doing some great overtakes ahead. We've got a fan favorite evidence. It's Wilson in P7 in that absolute rainbow colored car, which is quite lovely. I do like it. I haven't had a chance to look at all the colors. It looks like black, red, and pink, or purple. Either or. Number 53, it is Gad. Here is that. I'm pretty sure that's Sherry in his rearview mirror. Either way, number 53, it is Gad with a great livery, Centuri Formula 1. And sadly, in P9, it is Godzilla. Godzilla having a bad race due to the fact of his internet connection, losing it, which is a shame to see. But nonetheless, Gad, you are a great driver, which you've brought the heat to this race. You brought the heat to qualifying. Such a shame not to see you, but I do hope to see you in the next race. Actually, I just realized something. We aren't seeing a favorite here of Mo. Mo is not here. I thought Mo would be here today. Sadly, he's not in. I'm assuming Mo might be here for the next one. It is the last race now. But Sheddy, we're watching him as he's going to be coming on the last set of corners for the last set of times around Mexico. It's been a bit of a race for some, and I guarantee some at home are not happy with some of the results. But nonetheless, it looks like it, and I think what I can say with great certainty around corner 14 to 15 now, Sheddy finishing off this lap. He's in the rear minds there of Gad 53. Sheddy bringing it down to the P17. You can hear the fireworks going. It's going gold in 2025. It is Sheddy's year. A 3-time world champion in Sheddy as it destroys his car. But Sheddy has won the Gevga Gibraltar Esports Formula 1 2025 Championship. Charles picking up 6 seconds worth of time penalties. Not what you want to see of you, Charles, considering you made the time to Perry. But nonetheless, great racing there. As we see it, Derek in P2, coming around the last set of corners as well. We're going to be going cinematic for him. Shetty with a third title under his belt. Derek crossing the line in P2. Charles in P3. Will he maintain it? I don't think so. Charles makes the distance of P3, but he's going to lose it due to the time penalties he's got. No, correction here. It doesn't look it. Charles keeps P3. He's gotten on podium. Perry in P4. We're going to go P5 with Laggy. Laggy coming around the last corner for the last time in rainy Mexico. It is going great to see Laggy in P5. P6 is Denny coming around the last set of corners once again. It is Denny in P6. A great race from him as well. Fantastic showmanship. Great stuff to see. Thank you for racing. Go on, Denny. P7, it's number 53. A great race for him as well. And nonetheless, it is going 53, P7. Not the greatest race for him, but definitely a one to remember. He's had a lot of overtakes. Great stuff to see as well. Number 53 crossing it in P7. P8, it is a fan favorite in Wilson. Wilson keeping the heat once again in P8. He finishes it, Godzilla in P9, and that will be the end of the Formula One race here in Mexico. Round of applause to Sherry, a three-time world champion in our leagues. Great stuff, honestly, fantastic driving from Shetty. No one could ever get to him. It is a shame. It wasn't the most interesting race to see. But you know what? It just shows that Shetty was in a caliber of his own in the wet. I would never have predicted Shetty to have such an insane race. As we see him lift the trophy as a champion again. He knows it, and he definitely has seen it. It is a great, great time for Shetty. Now, for the viewers at home, it might not have been the most interesting race in the world, but you can definitely admire the fact that there was some great driving from those drivers here. Great stuff. The champagne flies in Mexico. Now, we're going to be seeing here is the times of those drivers. Let's just get it there. It's Shetty, Derek, and Ali in Charles, in P1, P2, P3. Perry, P4, Laggy, P5, Denny, P6. Number 53 in 7. Wilson in P8. Godzilla in P9. Sadly, K-Muscat in P10. And sadly, Borrell in P11. Now, that is it for Mexico. My driver of the day being Charles, making up great positions there. Now, you're going to see a bit of me now on camera. If you want to look here, you'll be seeing me for a little bit. That was the race in Mexico. A great race, might I add. Sadly, not the most action-packed one. A bit of incidents in corner in the first lap, being there with Borrell and K-Muscat. I did review the footage, and I do believe that it was a incident of not leaving enough space for a respected driver. But you know what? It happens in racing. I don't think it was done intentionally because K-Muscat isn't like that. But nonetheless, it was a race in Mexico. Shetty bringing it to number 3. 3 victories already under his belt. Yeah, you can't hate it. It's just he's such an incredible driver. Derek, a great race as well. Great races from everyone. Charles bringing my driver of the day, obviously. Great race from him, absolutely diving it up the pits, up the laps, up every single form of racing we had here. Charles with a drive-through penalty in the first 2 laps, finishing on the podium. It just shows it's still anyone's race. Now, the championship has been won, but it doesn't mean it gets boring from here on out. Abu Dhabi to finish it off, the final race of the season. Now, it really is who's going to get second or third is up to anyone. So I will see you soon, and I can't wait to see you all in Abu Dhabi. I long to see it. I'm going to be signing off now. I'll see you in the next race. Be here Wednesday, 8 o'clock Wednesday. Mind you this, it's going to be a great race in Abu Dhabi, and I can promise you one thing, there'll be no rain. It'll be a dry track, which is favorable for most of these drivers, except for Sherry. Sherry loves it wet. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. It was a great stream, and I would absolutely love to see you in the next one. Have a lovely evening, y'all. Enjoy your night.